Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another Creator Club and this is episode 29. Um, we have completed pre-season, we are ready to go. You can see top right that we are playing a Locomotive Plovdiv in the our first game of the season, which is in the Conference League. Uh, the bad part is, I believe, if we win that, we could go on to play Napoli, which could be a nightmare. Also, just if you can hear any noise in the background, it's my fan. The weather is piping hot over here. Need a fan. Let's go straight into our transfer business. As you can see, we've still got a fair chunk of change. Um, okay, so if I go into the back end of last season, so the first player we have signed is Stephen Hunter, who is a right back and a centre back. He's young, with I believe it's 4-star potential. He is. We bought him for 7.75 million. He was a regular for Dundee United. We have loaned him back. Probably a big signing for us in a certain respect. Middlesbrough obviously relegated. We have brought in their centre half Ashley Kane, who had a minimum fee release clause. He's still young. His reports say that he can be a 4-star centre half, which is obviously very, very handy for us. He can play on the right. Right back, we paid, I think it was 25, £25 million for him. So pretty pleased with that signing. When it comes to other ins, Ollie Brennan made his move permanent to us. He's also 4 stars last season on loan. Nothing overly special, but he still did a really good job for us. We've also brought in Lee Palmer, and we got him in on a free transfer from Liverpool. 3.5 stars. I'll keep hitting the wrong button. Very versatile player, as you can see. Can play in at least 3 positions for me. As you can see, cost nothing. Been out on loan. We've just put him out on loan. Other signing, we got in a new left back, Thiago, 20 years old. He cost us a fair chunk of change, 4.5 star on potential. Cost us £26 million. There is a reason why we got him in, but we will now go to our outs. If I can get to the 30th here, as you can see, Stephen Hunter obviously is gone. David Lehmans, we decided to cash in on him. Been a very good servant for the club, as you can well see. 3 seasons he's played, over near enough 100 games for the club. I think he stopped on 96 league appearances by the look of things there. He got forward and he done well, but on reports for me, he stopped at 3 stars. Obviously, I needed to try and get in someone. We made some good cash on him, 25 million, and we did basically buy what I thought was a better fullback for the same money. Other outs, Luis Roberto. Um, was a little bit reluctant with this sale, if I was honest. I had high hopes for him. Yet again, another player that stagnated at 3 stars. Um, very good physically. Uh, Barely played for us, to be completely honest. Took like 25 games in each. Look at a lot of subs in there. More of a substitute player. We have made our money on him, which is more than what you want to do. Hallelujah. Kane Kessler Hayden. He hadn't played for us for 2 seasons. He went out on loan to Peterborough and Stoke. Um, was my record signing at one point at £8 million. He did really well for the club, but uh, not Premier League material as such. You've got Aaron Moore on loan to QPR, Gonzalez to Swansea. 2 other sales we made. We sold our right back, Darren Gordon. Yet another reluctant one. Stagnated in at 3 stars, which I think could be the case here quite regularly. He actually did really well for us in his 3 seasons. He played over 100 games for the club. He was captain at points, I believe, as well. I brought in Ashley Kane in result that Wisdom Amy could go at right back, and I thought that was the case. We made a nice profit on him yet again. And lastly, we sold Marius Kruger, who I think we may have lost money on. I might be wrong. Yeah. So we signed him 4.9 million. He did absolutely nothing for us. Few spells out in France. Went out to Reading. He was never going to be a part of this side when he stagnated at 2.5. So that's where we're at. We can keep going now, I think. Goals for the season, same as last year. Just try and get a top 7. Not sure how I feel about the possibility of playing Napoli in the next round. So this is what I wanted. Obviously, I know my side here. I do feel as though there's a better option in Almeida, who's still 2.5. He's unsettled because I have offered him out, in all fairness. But yes, this is where I wanted to go. Kane in here, and Amy out here. Let's get going. Let's see where we go from here. Lokomotiv Plovdiv in the 3rd qualifying round. That's a really, really good start. I expected to win. I didn't expect Santos to be banging 4 in. That's really, really good. If we go just scroll through here, you will probably see Napoli, who have won 4-1. They're going to be really good. You know, it's going to be Lee Palmer, squad. So Las Palmas, we are interested in. Huesca, we are interested in. We will give ultimatums to all the other clubs just based upon the regular starter. Rogers is out early doors, which is not handy. Brennan made his debut, apparently, his second debut. And now we've got the Premier League season starting with Arsenal away. Lots of players we tried to look at the possibility of getting rid of, not interested. Freeberg have come in for Lee Palmer. You can take on Leslie, but it always has to be regular starting roles, in my opinion. Otherwise, there is no point in shipping them out. Yeah, it is same again. It's look for that top 7, top 8, maybe have a good cup run. So it's reach the latter stages of the Conference League, finish mid-table, be competitive in both the cups. Had I not drawn Napoli, I feel as though I more than comfortably would have been capable. Okay, let's go again. It's picking Gabriel instead of Almeida out on the left, I've noticed. Away Arsenal, I'm not expecting a result. We have been pumped. Absolutely pumped. Not ideal. Being 2-0 down within 6 minutes obviously is not the start that we really wanted. We're going to reject that then. Sure, you can't go to what we want. Real Madrid and Endrick begin contract negotiations. Not really what we wanted to see. Although I have to be completely honest, I can't see him ever coming back to the club. Arda Güler is one player that I have looked at as a possibility of playing in this number 10 and moving our Brazilian out to the left. It might be a case that I might have to go after him, like get him at the end of his contract. I feel as though that's where I need to be realistic. Almeida starts out on the left. Preferably a win here, just to get us in the groove for Southampton away. Decided against going against Schledlup as well. Feel as though I've found other targets that I can probably go for in the future. Well, it's an 8-0 win, and Jesus Santos has scored 10 in 2 games. Pretty incredible, to be completely fair. And Frazel missed a penalty to get his hat-trick as well. But that is a really, really good start to the Conference League. Santos has scored 10. And as you can now see, we now get Napoli, which is not ideal. And we've got them coming up very, very soon. So a new record as well for Santos. So his 6 goals has beaten Hendricks 4 away to Scunthorpe, and the 4 from another player, Udubeko, and that is our biggest win ever. So that is, and we've just got ourselves another £3.4 million in the bank for Milanek. So as of right now, we're sitting at £35 million. Just going to show you in the recruitment side of things, it is Güler and it is Schledlup. Schledlup has got a nice big contract there. Güler, I feel as though he's the man there, and we can put Frazel on the left. I think that's kind of where I see it, to be honest, because Almeida has not really lit the world on fire in his couple of seasons he's been with us, and we paid a fair chunk of change for him. So it's just a case of finding these young, decent players that we all know on here, and just going on really from there. This is based upon odds, could be a tight game. Almeida was suspended, I've just noticed, so that makes sense as to why he did not play in the first game of the season. Kind of need at least a point here. 5-3 loss. We are conceding a lot of goals already this season. And I believe that's going to put us rock bottom of the division. It actually doesn't. So that's 2 away games that we have lost there. But I feel as though if we can get past Napoli, we may have half a chance of Santos in a Leeds shirt. He's got no release clause. I can't see it. We won't sell him. 150 million I'll consider. I just want to go back and I do want to have a look at Napoli's side. We are obviously 8 years in. Raspadori, Shingo's a player that I've considered looking at. Bella Koch at Van der Ven. Yeah, they've got a good looking side there, to be completely honest. Most likely outcome. Let's hope we can give it hell here. Real Madrid have gone in for Kratenmacher. Interesting. Just win here. Just a win. That's going to be the end of our run early there, I think. What a shame. Trust us to come up against probably the best club in the competition, to be honest. £57 million in regards to Kratenmacher. He had an okay season at Wolfsburg. Not particularly done much. Impotent is what they have said there. Well, it could be the end of us in Europe very, very early. Right, we are the favourites against Villa. FC Köln have come in for Cabanillas. Someone I have considered. Just feel as though it's not the right play right now. And there could be another £7.5 million on the table. Unfortunately, Frazel starts this one on the bench. Brennan, I've just noticed, is a 4-star defensive playmaker. That's more like it. A 3-0 win. Hopefully we can most definitely start getting some wins at home. We lost way too many at home last year. That's something we needed. Now we need to pull a rabbit out the hat. In regards to Napoli, I can't see it if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think I'm more than happy with the squad that I've got. Alright, here we go. 2-0 down. Can we strike lucky? I don't think we will. Let's hope. Taking his time. Well, we got the win, but we were out the competition and we were 2-0 up and 3-1 up. Raspadori has basically saved them. A shame. That is a shame. they wanted to go deep in that competition. Unfortunately, I haven't produced there. We haven't even played our second round game. And then we got Arsenal. Is that home or away? We'll be at home. So I'd like to try and get some silverware. We've been close in the FA Cup. Santos is obviously a very popular lad. Get this game out of the way against Chelsea. I'm going to offer out a couple of players as well, see if we can get some of these out the door that I just don't think are gonna. Christensen's not happy. He's not really gonna play, if I'm gonna be completely honest. So Ramirez, we're gonna try and get rid of. Almeida, we shall keep for the moment. Harry Nunez is wanted. Jesus Cortez really hasn't done a lot for us, unfortunately. Patrick Amasado. I'll offer him. I'm not sure we'll get any news on him. Wisdom Amy is very interested from other clubs. I'm not interested in getting him out. We've now got Chelsea, who are sitting top of the table. Had some really tough away games to start. Doesn't really help, but it's a 3-1 loss. £26 million, and you lot are offering that. Let's go 17 million. 12. Disappointing collapse. 1-0 up with 25 minutes to go, and we lost the game. So hopefully when we catch up with our home games, we will be looking a little bit better in the league, because we've played 3 away. I actually did forget to offer Morgan Rogers out. Amy, £42 million. I just can't. £28 million for Morgan Rogers. I've got to say that I feel as though I'm not really getting value for money on that, because he's worth a lot more, but I feel as though it's probably the right play. It's 2.5 stars. He's been at 4 stars for a long time. He's not a starter for me anymore. Whilst he has done really well, we'll give him an opportunity to see if he wants to go elsewhere. Chances are he probably won't. Santos to Leeds. We've been linked with Rico Lewis, have we now? I'm not going to lie. I would love to have him back at the club. Only problem is he's worth a few quid. Sold him for 12.5. I think we're going to buy him back for 47. Not too sure on that. 3.5 star. I assume he's got a release clause, does he? Yeah, 47 million. And there we go. We've failed, unfortunately. Avasado is on his way to Colne, £12 million into the kitty. No surprise that Rodgers has rejected Forest. Yeah, I'm happy at the club. Just smashed through that. Come back in for Amy of Wolfsburg. They tried very hard in the summer to get him. I was not going anywhere on it. I feel as though once I get a better right back, so with £6 million in difference, as you can see, like with Ollie Brennan was our big deal. He done really well for us, in all fairness. I feel as though we've done okay there. Sitting at 2.1 million on wages, probably about as high as I can go. Anderson, someone I looked at a few times, I must admit, very, very good. He's gone to PSG for 119 million. I will most definitely be having a look at some Brazilians when that opportunity arises. See if we can find ourselves another like Frazal. But at the moment, a definite target from my perspective is I definitely need a better left winger or a player that can play in the 10. And probably a right back just because Amy's there. And I feel as though we could probably do better there. I am going to rest Frazal just because there's a few guys that need resting, in all fairness. We'll stick Igor. That didn't work out very well, did it? We'll give Viola a game. Everyone on the bench is knackered. So we should see off Grimsby. Should be in the key word. We do. Almeida, good for him. Well done. We've now got Arsenal. I was hoping this was going to be the season where we might be able to pull it out of the bag and possibly have won a trophy, but that might not be the case now. Need to try and get back into Europe. Yeah, we're still very keen on him. I just hope he doesn't sign a new contract. And hopefully at the end of the year I can pull one out and try and sign him. Of course, there is every chance that he probably won't be interested, but we can hope. That'll be something I do between this episode and the next one, is definitely have a look who's available on at the end of the season. Okay, so our commercial income, I believe, has gone up as well, which is obviously pretty handy. I believe I've probably also got somewhere in the region of plus 50 million if I needed to. There you go. We can give them a good wage as well out of that. Leeds at home and Bournemouth at home. Provided all my guys are fit, I'd probably say if there's any change there that could be made, it's probably Nunez on the bench. Other than that, depth-wise, it's not overly great. But it's probably near enough our best team that we can put out. Not ideal. We definitely need to get that Cortez out. £110,000 a week. I mean, I do appreciate that, players they want to get pay rises after particular sort of milestone has happened, but he is certainly not going to be someone that's going to be hanging around for us for quite some time. So I've just seen, is that Rasmus Højlund? It is. Why is he at Bournemouth? He's normally at a lot bigger clubs than that. So he starts off at Atlanta. Bournemouth bought him at a real cheap price. Killed the championship. Not doing so well here. Someone I'm very interested in, I must say. Can play at fullback, and that's what they're saying his best role is. I'd probably have said he was a better centre half if I was honest. Got another 7.5. Has that gone on? It has. That's handy. Rumours are rumours, and we need to keep him there. All well and good getting loads of money in for particular players, but that's not what we want. We need to be building and not losing. So our left back has come out. Why is that? Because he's absolutely shattered, that's why. Right, we need a win here. I was expecting to get a win against Leeds in the last game. Now we definitely need a win here. And we do get it. Eagle and Gabriel, I imagine they're going to be two substitutes as well. And they were. They've come on and they've got the job done. Fair play. It's a win. Well needed. I feel as though at the moment we're sitting there looking at a point a game, which is relegation form. We've now got West Ham at home, who are top of the league. Normally we start the season off really well. Hasn't been the case this time around. Has he really been involved that much for us? I mean, he's played a few games here and there, but all substitutes, just not a player for us. I don't feel as though he's a man we need to sort of see the back of. Now this is tight. We're slight underdogs, but it's very tight on the old betting odds. So it gives us a possible chance of getting something out of this game, which would be handy. Amy Wanner and Zia Emery on the bench for this one. Much of a changed side. Hopefully we can get something out of this game. It's a draw. Can't really knock up. Let's be completely honest here. It's the first time this season West Ham have dropped points. So that's not a bad result at all. I can't knock that. I've just noticed actually that they've got João Veloso. He's someone that I admire quite highly on this game. Worth 70 million quid. Brought from Benfica for a fairly good price as well. Must have been a January signing. When he's telling me to scout him, but when you look at the reports here, current ability, useful backup to the first team. Have this looked mad? Potential abilities there. Mad to even consider that as a 4.5 star player. Arsenal up next. Going to be a tough ask. But if we want silverware, we've got to win this game. Yeah, again, it looks tight on the odds. Good to see Almeida go back up to 3 stars. He has been performing alright in all fairness. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. We go out on penalties. 2 misses, which was Milgram and Voila. And we have an exit there. This could be not the season we desired. Someone else I've just seen that I missed out on in the summer. I tried to sign Luis Diaz on a free transfer. We gave him quite a good contract as well, in all fairness. And look at this, Jesus sent us poor run of form. Well, he has scored 10 of them goals in 2 games. So it's not the best of forms. So he needs to buck his ideas up at the moment. Leicester away. Going to be a tough game. And we nicked it 1-0. And it's our new guy, Thiago, with the winner. Not going to say we overly deserved that, but fair play. It makes up for a couple of losses that we've had perhaps when we shouldn't have done. Yeah, part of me sitting there thinking I need a big name centre half. Shore up this back line. And I definitely need one more sort of big forward player who can make a difference. And I feel as though that's where I need to go. So I feel as though if we can get someone like an Arzagula, I'm pretty sure he's on my short list. I mean, I have got all recommended in the A's. I mean, like we're looking down here now. Some of these, like for example, Luis Diaz can most definitely be removed from my short list. Kangberg, I assume he must be a well reported. Yeah, we're not overly too worried there on him. A lot of these others could be, but this is your main man here. He's wanted by Wolves. Contract is still sort of coming up, so that's a good thing for us, hopefully. If we can get him Gula and get him signed ready for next season, that means that I can spend possibly quite big on a centre half. I just need to shore it up. I feel as though midfield wise, they've got guys in there with really good potential. You know, as long as they stay around that 3.5 to 4 stars, that's good there. Could also just be a fullback, a right back. Now we've got Fulham at home. For me, they're sitting bottom of the table. This is a game that we've got to win. We've got to win a game like this. Just noticed that Thierry Emery's gone down to 3 stars. Oh, that is such a poor result. Should not be losing games like that. Yeah. That now evens out really as a proper leveller after beating Leicester away. So it's not handy. We've now got a bit of a break, and then we've got Manchester United away from home. We're playing a lot of big boys early on in this division. We are sitting 11th, which is a positive because we haven't exactly been very good, I don't think, at the moment. So this guy is now interested, is he? He hasn't been interested for some time. Okay. And the Czech guy wasn't from Pleasant. He wasn't interested. That could be a move I might have to make. Almeida has made his international debut. Good for him. He has actually been playing quite well, in all fairness. He has scored a fair few goals. How's he been getting on? Not so good this season so far for Paul Wenner. He's actually gone to 3 stars, which is not ideal. Brought him with massive high hopes. He's the guy that's not interested in us. Miguel Havel. I think he's my man, you know. He is my man. Not sure when one was accepted and then withdrawn. Paulo Roberto, right winger. Got a couple of clubs interested. Could be a couple of transfers there, you know. Still looking for that experienced centre half though. Moise Caicedo's just signed a new multi-year deal with Arsenal. Could be a struggle, this one. Against Manchester United. Fully expecting a loss, if I'm going to be honest. Anything from the game would be a turn out for the books. Oh, a 94th minute goal has killed us. So we were 2-0 up and then we were 3-2 down. And we lost in the last minute. What a shame. And that literally is it. We were just outscored. Not sure how I feel how the season's going. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed with Santos at the moment. He was absolutely flying after a couple of games. Juan Maidana. He looks really good. I'll tell you what, there's a possibility here. Oh, wrong button now. I can't see that coming through, can you? It'd be mental, honestly. This could be mental. I'm willing to pay the cash for a player that I've been talking about a centre half. My goodness, there's an opportunity here. I'll try and get rid of that. If I'm going to buy you for such big pennies, I want to get big pennies back for you if it all goes wrong. 80 and 40. I'll settle on 90 and 45. But did you go? He wants to do it. Okay. That could be pretty big. And if I want to get anyone else in, it will just have to be made up with money from sold players. Because he looks really good. I've been talking about a centre half. This could allow me to actually move Winston Amy on. Wisdom Amy, sorry, should I say. And Kane could go to right back. I'm not being funny, that's where he's playing now. I was getting offers of 40 million for Amy. Not all cash up front, might I add. Win here, please. Yeah, well done. Good work. Up to 14 points, which is handy. Good to see that Frazel's not interested. that will be part one of the puzzle. It's just a possible right back and an attacking midfielder. And then I am more than happy with our work. Wow. He's going to sign for us. That is fantastic. What a signing that is, isn't it? Like, that's my highest signing for like 20 million quid easy, I think. I'm quite pleased with that. Didn't expect I'd ever be sort of signing players for that sort of money, if I'm honest. We are the favourites here against Wolves, who are a very good side in this save, to be completely honest. Just intrigued about this Milgram, because he's been really good. He prefers playing as an anchor. He's not bad as a ball-playing defender either. I've got high hopes for this guy, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think hopefully he's still at 5 stars. He is. And we didn't pay a lot for him from memory. Try and get ourselves a win here. It's one of them games where probably will lose. But a win would be massive for the, yeah, no shock. It would be massive for the morale of the side. I'm confident that Almeida is now quite a natural performer in his new position. Damaged cruciate ligaments for one of my youngsters. Not ideal. How is the bottom of the table looking? Because that looks pretty diabolical down there. You know, Villa in 14th, averaging a point a game. Yeah, Fulham sitting on 7 points, 3 of them points against me. Literally leaked it to them. One Maidana. Scouts did their work. I love the look of him, to be honest. It'd be a shame if we can't get ourselves in and around Europe. It's not looking that way right now. Games like this, we really need to win. Try and keep it going, to be honest. It's all going Pete Tong. Kind of feel as though with the way that this is going, it could be just a case of just trying to stay up. Now we do have a player in the top 50. I'm guessing it's going to be our man Frazal. No real shocks at the moment. And there he is, Frazal in the top 30, which is brilliant to see. Yeah, really pleased with that. Okay, Manchester City at home. Our first game back from the international break. I feel as though he's one of my favourite players. I feel as though he's not going to be the man. That's the man right there. Just intrigued about him. How much did they? 1.7 million from Godoy Cruz. So they got themselves a hell of a deal from me there. I just hope I haven't jumped the gun. I could just see something there. They've all disappointed the team only reached the fourth. They can understand the team with a difficult draw. That is exactly it. It was a difficult draw. So I'm glad that they can at least see that that's been the case. Alisson's going to retire. I'm definitely going to have a look at some scouting. Carlos Contreras, he's done quite well for us this season. Playing more and more as we're going. Scary looking at City. Yeah, maybe this is the season where we have a bit of a nightmare and it's going to be a slog to stay in the division, and then hopefully with some incomings we can turn it round. I believe I'm just about to sign a 4 or 4.5 star defender, which hopefully will really help out. Definitely gives me the opportunity to maybe ship some players out, to be fair. Because Christensen's not really playing, and even money on City. Yeah, I feel as though Wisdom Amy is going to be the player that's going to go, unfortunately. Just hope there's some interest in it, and we'll find out probably next episode, especially as we head towards January. It's a 1-0 loss, and we are 6 points off from relegation. It has been point per game stuff, which is not really riveting, and it's certainly not going to get us back into Europe. This is looking like trying to finish sort of 10th, 12th. It could be that case. Arda Güler has got no interest in us. His transfer value is 130. Does that mean he signed a new contract? He has. That's a shame for us in that respect, because I would have snapped him up without fail. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, and we're going to have to go looking elsewhere for other players. So I will remove him from the shortlist when that opportunity arises. And the good thing here is that we're nearly at the transfer window. And we're going to start with Tottenham at home in the first game of the next episode. We will just kill that off now. And that is all for today. Please subscribe if you haven't. See you next time. Have a good day.